I'm in the building. Can y'all hear me? Are you able to hear me? Press 1 if you can hear me. Press 7 if you can hear me. South Paris and Baltimore have its own time zone. Fam, let me tell you something, right? You know I usually start off with my music, right? Um, but let me change my mic set. Check. You know I usually start off with my music, right? But um, I got to do a disclaimer on this show. Y'all know that we get real sensitive when it start to pour over and we start talking about uh, examining our sisters. You know what I'm talking about? Like we get real sensitive. When I told my wife that I was, she said, "What's the show about tonight?" I said, "The Sisters of the Underground." She gave me that look. She gave me that look. You know, I don't know what that. Anybody know what that look is? you know, when we start examining the sisters, you know what I mean? Like we examine the brothers, we get a different type of look. You feel what I'm talking about? So yeah. so so what I had to do tonight, I had to come in first to let you know that don't accuse me of misogynistic behavior. Don't accuse me of none of that kind of thing. I'm using the same standard for the sisters that I'm using for the brothers. Look at your neighbor and say, same standard. Same standard. Mr. Victor said, I hope you got a comfy couch. I got me a futon just in case. So, family, I just wanted to put a disclaimer out here. Let me get my thing all set up. I just wanted to put a disclaimer out here that this is going to be a touchy one. Thanks for your support. So I'm gonna throw my cash app in here just in case y'all wanna help me for the hotel. Cause this futon that I got down in this office, y'all see the arm over there? That's a futon over there. Y'all see right there? See the arm of the futon? That's a futon over there. You know what I'm talking about? Because sometimes these shows get, I'm trying to tell you, whoa. I remember when I did the shows about Big Shirley, and my wife was like, "But that's a sister." And then when I did what her name is over there with the Hebrew, good goodness gracious. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so if you are a sister, and you want a comrade, a ride or die loyalist, my wife will be one when it comes to the sister. I mean, uh, thank you. I can't extra cushion for the futon. Thanks to OTB. OTB. I'm nervous myself. But we gonna get started here. I just wanna put a disclaimer in here. Thank you, ODB. I just wanted to put a disclaimer in here because I'm gonna tell you, the moment that we start doing these shows now I haven't done a show about a sister in a while as it comes to this revolutionary thing. And then I called it. Let me make sure I get this thing stuck up there real quick. And then I got a nerve to call it what I call it. Uh 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 this gonna be a good one. Everybody share this 2 times. We about to get started. Y'all ain't gonna like it. I know you ain't. And then I got the nerve to call it. Let me see what I called it. Let me get my I want to see what I got so nervous. Sisters of the Underground and Other False Hope Revolutionaries. Let me how do I come up with this stuff? Keish, you right on time. You be back in 15 minutes. But I don't know how I come up with this stuff, man. I don't know how I come up with this stuff. That mean false hope revolutionaries. Good goodness gracious. So I think we're gonna get this started. Y'all ready to get this started? If Sister Lasidi is watching, I want to say, Sister Lasidi, I don't have nothing personal against you. In fact, I invited you to come to the show months ago. Yeah, I'm on the wife's side. Tread lightly. But what happened was I invited Sisters of the Underground to Moorish World TV. And this was the time about the ozone kickoff. And I wasn't going to browbeat them. I wasn't going to put them under the investigative microscope or anything. I just wanted to know. In fact, I wanted to know what the Sisters of the Underground was all about, for real. I just wanted to interview to know what they were all about, because, you know, until Malik and all of them, I always thought, I mean, if it wasn't true, you wouldn't come up with it. S. Miller. Hold on, I'm treading lightly, S. Miller. I'm treading lightly. But in fact, I invited her on for an interview, all jokes aside. And I really just wanted to know what the Sisters of the Underground was all about. You know, is it a real revolutionary organization? Are they really saving people? Are they, and you know, and I couldn't get the interview. So, you know, if you're on social media and you make yourself a social media presence, then you have to be prepared to be scrutinized. People scrutinize me all the time. People, I mean, many of y'all been with me. I ain't got to go over it. Y'all know they didn't ran me, ran my record, ran everything, made up stuff, hooked up stuff. I mean, you know what it is. So that's just a part of it. When you come on social media, you got to be prepared to be scrutinized. It is what it is. And since these revolutionaries don't have no vetting system, Moorish World TV has become the vetting system. I think I've been very fair. I haven't lied on anybody yet, and I don't plan to lie on anybody in the future. And if someone feels that I have lied on them, I invite them to come on the show and, as Cryptonomics say, turn up. I remember when the brother that was on the show, Desert Storm, came on the show, Desert Eagle. He came on the show and he said that he never asked to come on the show. And I quickly shut him down, because initially he did call me to get on the show, because I don't lie on nobody. I have no reason to. It's not that serious. You know what I'm saying? Speak softly, but carry a big stick. But I have no reason to lie on nobody. Come on, this is social media. This is YouTube. You know, it's not that serious. You know, only time that I may lie, I'm going to tell you the truth. The only time that I may lie, if I have to face the people. It wasn't me. It just, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't me. Really? It wasn't me. Hey, I mean, but I'm not going to do nothing where I would have to lie anyway, to be all serious, all jokes aside. So let's get started. It's time to get started. The time is here, family. I want you to share this twice. If you're looking for a good informative show, you have come to the right place. I'm telling you, you have come to the right place, and the show starts now. Let's get it.
You know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your you know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your... You know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your... You know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your fucking pocket?
He says to Harker Bay, Toronto Johnson. Huh?
An all-new episode premieres tonight.
I call for a Moorish court on brother Toronto Johnson.
Put the fez back in the hood and it look good now, don't it?
Check,
With
check.
a vengeance. I put the fez back in the hood and it look good now, don't it?
Check 1, 2.
Let's own it. Put the fez back in the
Let's
hood
go.
and it look good now, don't it?
Man, I
Check
love
one,
this.
Y'all ready?
Check 1,
Yeah.
2. Check 1, 2.
I'm ready.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Check it.
We gonna get this right. One take.
I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran and you can be a god that's on it. I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran and you can be a god that's on it.
I used to rock with these temples and the moors the long way, but they all are super fraud and they not getting the way they want me to keep it quiet. Who I tell it to their face?
I'm flipping over tables on my way to the 8th.
The Harker Bay said it, now it's time for me to prove it. Got the same address and I ain't planning on moving. The internet got these dope fiends acting around with Dirty Frankie and some mess that he know he can't handle. When I pull up and I pull out on 1-2-5, don't be telling me you 60 when I let that thing rip. Open hand or gold fist, put your veneers on the curb, put your chin on the back of your neck, and that's my word.
I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran and you can be a god that's on it. I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran and you can be a god that's on it. Let me ask you, who doing it like Tahaka Bay?
Nobody.
Who the people's grand sheep?
I am.
Huh? Show me a more doing it like Tahaka Bay.
Ain't nothing.
And I shut my mouth. Let's go.
I can't wait to see Boy Bay and sit him on his back pockets for the simple fact he disrespect the prophet when he speak. He embarrassing. He ain't a Moorish American. The camera and carriage him, so I will embarrass him. After that, I dip and take a trip to Carbondale. Nah, it ain't the hood, but oh well. I'm coming with all the shells. Find Yuck Bay, dozing off the Zola. Civilized the savage, so she can hate no more.
I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran and you can be a god, we own it. I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran and you can be a god, we own it.
You come up against me, you know you gon' lose. Salt and pepper, gold teeth, lost it all for some views. Grown man wearing rabbit ears, acting like a wild coon. Had a whole squad looking like a buffoon. I'm the man, just admit it. You wanna do it how I did it, forget it. It's my time now, good riddance. Oh yeah, Neil Bay, you late with the court date. Don't make the Moorish world citizens wait. Come on.
Put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran, you can be a god, we own it. I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran, you can be a god, we own it. I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Get your own Quran, you can be a god, we own it. I put the fast back in the hood and it look good now, don't it? Now get your own Quran, you can be a god, we own it.
I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trunks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people talk European, how to bathe. And look at that women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler, this era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro. Yeah, you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for dough. And some got it right now. Don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast estate. I want my town, my sheriff, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate. Y'all keep hating when love is the savior. You don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. That's why you killing, fighting, marry out of your race. If you ain't for Moorish world, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. family. If you used to love the wars, bro, come on and build it with me. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. Oh yeah. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. That town. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Yes. It's the people's spreadsheet. Naptown in the building. That's right. That's my birthplace, my stomping ground, my hometown, Naptown in the building. Good goodness gracious. Be more in the building. Be more in the building. New York in the building. Philly in the building. So family, Street is Corner in the building. Dr. Mayat, my sister in the building. My sister coming on the show soon. Family, my sister, Dr. Mayat, coming on the show soon. Yeah, we got a discussion. But I want Dr. Mayat to call me tomorrow. Now, y'all need to go subscribe to Dr. Oya Mayat. And this is why. Listen to me. You know, we do a different type of teaching on here on Morse World TV. We act a plumb fool. You know what I'm saying? We act a plumb fool, right? But we teach like it got to be taught in our own little way. But over there with Dr. Mayat, she's straight scholar, straight raw from history books, philosophy, and our journey within the African diaspora. Y'all need to go out there. And if that's what you're interested in, go over there. I'm telling you, because I'm not going to give it to you. She's a scholar. She didn't buy her DR over around the corner right there with the holistic people. She just didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? She had to put in some work. You know what I mean? She ain't go over there and gave them $55 and be like, you know, look here, I'm trying to get a DR dot on my name. She actually put in a couple years in. She ain't go around the corner, you know what I'm talking about? And said, man, you know what I mean? Africa, Bambata, El Bay, humpback eye. Let me give you 55 so I can get me some pieces of paper so I can do this YouTube thing. She ain't do that. She went the real way. You understand? That's right. She's a doctor of something over. We're going to bring her on here. But the doctor is real. I'm trying to tell you, I try to call her when she at work. She work at the school where listen, we got a couple doctors here. My brother, Dr. Dennis. My brother, Dennis Assar. We got some real doctors in here. We got some real heavyweights out here. You know what I mean? All these bodega scholars better watch out this coming year. Because these bodega scholars ain't going to be able to match up. I'm trying to tell you. Googling and Wikipedia ain't gonna do it. I'm trying to tell you, Googling and Wikipedia ain't gonna do it. You had to read a book. But see, back in the day, I came through the Moorish Science Temple of America when there wasn't no Google. I literally had to read a book. I had to read Ivan Van Sertima. I couldn't go there into Google and get some stuff and say, there it is. I had to figure this thing out. I had to walk with the Dewey Decimal System. Anybody know about the Dewey Decimal System? Who know about the Dewey Decimal System? Sister Mayat, do you know about the Dewey Decimal System? Let me know something. Anybody know about the Dewey Decimal System? You had to go to that little drawer with them little cards. And you had to look at that joint, and that joint be like H.6.1. And that means you go down that aisle and you got to look at all these books, you know. That's how I had to learn, man. Seriously, I ain't understand this Moorish stuff. I had to learn, man. I'm serious. And then when I went to college, I ain't go to Morgan State. I went upstate. You know what I'm talking about? They ain't had much there. I had to get mama send me care package. I ain't go upstate. Make sure y'all get the book when it come out. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't go to Morgan State. Nor did I go to Coppin State. I had people copping that sent me upstate. No, I'm just playing. It's just a little joke. So, family, we got to get started here tonight, family. Listen. So let me tell you something about Moorish World TV. If you are new to the channel, Moorish World TV is about not exposing people, but educating people. Educating people about the frauds that are amongst us. Like, you can say what you want about anybody, but be able to qualify it. Like, if someone says, Tahaka Bey, you an agent, I invite you on the show to qualify the statement. You know what I mean? Like, listen, this is how people have to do it today, because people be fronting a lot. When they say, Tahaka Bey, you are an agent, I say, okay, come to the channel, show me. In fact, create your own YouTube channel and show me how I'm an agent. If you're scared to come here, just show me. Matter of fact, come to West Baltimore, Park Heights, and we can talk about it. You my brother, you my sister. I love you. I don't hate you. I love you. I just want us to be on the up and up. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to be on the up and up with you. I don't want you to play games with me. I ain't gonna play games with you. And just because I question your authenticity don't mean that I hate you. That's a problem that we have as a group of people. The moment that we question somebody's authenticity, everybody wants to go to war. I don't want to go to war with you. I just want you to be real. And I would hope that you want me to be real. And if you question my authenticity, bring me the goods so I can answer. And so what we're going to do tonight, we're going to bring the goods. So Lasidi and Sisters of the Underground can answer. Now, I'm going to have some fun with it while I do it. But nevertheless, it's the same point that I'll be making. We need some authenticity. Now, when I opened up the show, right? Y'all remember when I opened up the show? When I opened up the show, I opened up the show with this clip. Let me play this clip real quick. At the beginning of the show.
You know why? Because, again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you
Anubis says Sisters of the Underground are not frauds at all. Where is the 300,000, Mr. Anubis? Would you like to hit the link real quick? Talk to me. Since you want to be Johnny Cochran, where is the 300,000, brother? Huh? Here you go. Come on, real quick. I want you to answer that real quick. I mean, we can start right there. Give me real quick, and then you can come on at the end of the show. All right?
You know why? Because, again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally
come on, hit the link. Come on, we got to get the show on the road.
You know why?
We got to get the show on the road. Come on. Where is the 300,000? First and foremost, I'll set Harriet Tubman. I invited y'all on the show. Don't come in the chat and talk crazy now.
I'm right here, bro.
Okay, Anubis, where is the 300,000? That's the question.
I can't count with the money.
All right, I'll talk to you after the show, because that's what the question is. Right?
Let's do that.
But you're welcome to come on, brother.
No, we can talk after the show. Bet.
It's my show. You can't tell me when we gonna talk. I said we gonna
talk.
You
just said we'll talk after the show, brother, bro.
You just repeated what I said, though.
That's what repeated what I said. All right.
You just repeated what I said. No, we gonna talk after the show.
Don't try to patronize me like that, bro. I'm a grown man.
That's what you said.
If you want to talk to me after the show, we can, okay?
Is that what you said after I said it?
Talk.
Yeah.
If you want to talk like an adult with me, we can talk after the show. We can talk during the show.
We gonna talk.
But I'm gonna tell you that these people are not frauds. I done work with them direct.
Hey,
now,
let
when
me ask
you
you
talking about this other stuff, now you got to talk about Big Sur and a whole lot of other stuff that you got to throw in the pot. But if Mo's not a snitch, I'm gonna let them answer that question.
Who said they not a snitch? Who said somebody's a snitch?
I'm not a snitch. I'm gonna let them answer the question.
There you go. All right.
Let them answer the question.
You're welcome to come back, brother.
Thank you. All right. We gonna talk.
Come on. All right. I don't want to kick you off because you won't be able to get back on. You know what I'm saying?
I asked to come back on if that's okay. All right?
Yeah. No. I want you to exit out because if I kick you off, you won't be able to get back on this show.
Bet. We're going to chop it up, though. All right.
They all fire tonight. Hey, anybody listen to go-go music? It's a go-go song before it gets started. They said, we all fire tonight. Well, family, listen. Again, one of the things that one of the things that I do invite is not, and I like Brother Moon that came on just now because he was real respectful. But it's a Moorish World TV show, and we gonna make fun at the same time. I'm not gonna disrespect the brother, and I hope the brother don't disrespect me because we should be able to question each other in a respectable manner, if you will. I mean, we gotta cross that bridge one day. We got to, you know what I'm saying? Because if we can't question one another in a respectable manner, we will never get to the truth. And the truth may, The truth may be stranger than fiction. You know what I mean? And in fact, I could be wrong. But let's put the cards on the table and see what I'm working with. First of all, now you know how I start my show. I always start with my theory. And when I start with my theory, that doesn't mean that I am hook, line, and sinker throwing somebody under the bus. It is only my theory in the beginning. But my theory works towards my theory works towards the ultimate outcome of my assessment. And you'll understand, you'll understand what I'm saying once I get towards the end of my assessment. Again, Sisters of the Underground, they did nothing to me. Sisters of the Underground, I have no beef with you. Sisters of the Underground, I invited them to my show before. This is one of the only people, very few people do I invite to my show. You know what I'm saying? Very few people. But I invited Sister Lasidi to the show. She declined. Not this show, but it was months ago, and it wasn't even about this, but it was during the ozone period, and I want to know what they was about. But with that being said, let's get busy, family. So now I want you to follow the story. Anybody that watches Moorish World TV know I'd like to tell a story of how I come to and I arrive at this conclusion. So one thing that I like to share with people is that most of the people that are frauds, that I consider frauds, they have one thing in common. One of the things that they have in common, that a lot of their accounts started right during the GrandMaster Jay period. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we have to understand. Before GrandMaster Jay, you follow what I'm saying? This is the first post on her. Yeah, I trolled a little bit because I got to research. This is the first post of Lasidi Shakur, September 28th, 2020. We both know what was going on September 28th, 2020, don't we? Do we know what was going on? Do we know? You feel what I'm saying? Do we know what was going on? Now, we know Sister Lasidi, myself, we wasn't born on September 28th, 21. This is one of the most important things that we look at when we research. We ask, where were you before you started posting under these Black Power identities? And I do that with the Moorish people too. Where were you when before you started posting under this Moorish identity? See, I didn't start this with the Black Power group. I started this with the Moorish Science Temple of America, where people will come in and try to convolute the waters of Moorish science. And one of the first things that I would ask is, where are they before their first post? And so now, I don't know if Sister Lasidi has another account, but I know on this account here, it starts at September 2020. Do we know what was going on September 2020? A lot of people grew out the GrandMaster Jay fiasco, and that's one of the things that make it suspect. When people have no history before the GrandMaster Jay fiasco, they're either one or the other. They're either opportunists or they're either an op. That's what it is. They're either an opportunist or they're an op, or they're genuinely sincere. And when they're genuinely sincere, one of the things that I will point out that you won't see a bunch of internet activity. What you will see is them on the ground putting the work in, as opposed to trying to showcase everything they're doing before social media, telling the enemy or their opposition their plan. And if you're really fighting for revolution and resolution, then that's one thing that you never do. You never do a whole bunch of broadcasting your plan. And that's just advice. You know what I mean? But everybody want attention. I get it. Everybody wanted to be an opportunist. I get it. But hey, it is what it is. But now, here we go. Here we go. And so I'm just setting the stage to where I'm going with this. You know what I'm saying? So, and September 21, it says, Sister of the Undergrounds, stand with our brother and our comrade. We stand with Ozone, and everybody know what happened to Ozone. Now, I want to qualify what I'm about to talk about in a minute as I lay down my assessment. You know what I'm saying? As I lay down my assessment, I'm just as let me go here. So here's a post from the CD where she is assessing a crazy Nature Boy. And I agree, Nature Boy is nutty as 13 fruitcakes. But here, just past March 31st, there are far too many of these so-called conscious groups, many of which are essentially cults, which basically defeats the whole purpose of one ascension in spiritual development. Eglio, whatever his name, Bishop or Nature Boy character, is preying on our people. And so, the same way that she has the ability to assess Nature Boy, and I think Nature Boy is nutty as 13 fruitcakes, make no mistake about it. But the same way that she has the ability to assess Nature Boy, I also can assess her, she can assess me, and we can move on into the rising of the sun or the setting of the sun. It's all good. But with that being said, I want to share with you, Nature Boy is still locked up. I want to share with you one of the things that I've been paying attention to is that these Europeans have set traps, and I believe that GrandMaster Jay was one of these traps. But another one of the traps that they have set is, if you're not familiar with, the Black identity extremists. You know what I mean? The Black identity extremists was a thing that they took out the Moorish playbook. In other words, you got a lot of people running around fronting like they're Moorish Americans. They selling fake IDs. They selling fake identity cards. And I mean, they selling fake paperwork and all this fake garbage stuff. You know what I mean? Like people used to say that to me, oh, you a Moor, you phony and the fraud too, because y'all be selling paperwork. No, true Moorish Americans don't sell paperwork. It has nothing to do with paperwork. Anyway, with that being said, Sister Lasidi and a lot of sisters could possibly be into this web that was constructed in 2017. There was something going on in 2017 that is in our community right now, whether you know it or not. When these groups pop up out of nowhere, they need to be vetted. Where did you come from? What are you doing? Who are you? Just because you put on a black outfit, just because you say black power, just because you act like a Pan-Africanist, just because you act like a Moor, just because you act like you're on and on, Hebrew, whatever, you should be vetted. You should be vetted. You know what I'm saying? You should be vetted. But because they're not vetted, they also can vet information and send it back. Because the moment, just like the guy just got on, Brother Amun, he said, I ain't no snitch. I bet you if I was to break down any detail about few people that he know from showing up to an event, he wouldn't know nothing about them because they're never vetted. Most of the time back in the day, right? One of the vetting system back in the day that kept our revolutionary organization and our religious organization safe is because somebody knew somebody that helped them get in. It's just like in the gang life, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna jump you in, you're gonna sacrifice yourself in. Somebody knows somebody that knows somebody to get you in. You know what I'm saying? And it should be the same way with Pan-Africanism. It should be the same thing with Moorish. It should be the same thing with revolutionary organization. You should know somebody that gets you in, that know you when you was a little boy or a little girl. We don't have that, and so it's easy to infiltrate. Like we're dying at an alarming rate. Why are we playing games? We're dying. Our people are dying at an alarming rate. I mean, we're playing games. We're playing games. Our people are dying and people are playing costume revolutionary. Our people are dying and our people are on this revolutionary kick. They're playing internet revolutionary. They got guns, ain't bust them in 20 years. We've been getting killed one by one, and ain't never revolutionary bust off. But you know what? They will threaten to bust me, though, just for questioning. They won't threaten to bust anybody who then bust the head of one that looked like us, but because I do a YouTube show, they will threaten me. They will threaten me all day, every day, but they won't threaten anybody. They put their neck on somebody's neck. You see what I'm saying? I mean, they won't threaten them. They won't threaten them. I'm trying to tell you, but let me do a YouTube show. Good goodness gracious. Good goodness gracious. You know the one that the European that killed our little brother Trayvon Martin. He auctioned a gun and get $300,000. They would check my criminal record. You know what I'm saying? They would check my criminal record, right? They would make up stuff and say I'm a pedophile. They would say all sorts of crazy, weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they would go all out, but they won't find where Zimmerman at. They won't find Zimmerman. No. And all the other people that have done the most heinous crimes and got off, they ain't got no search engine with their name in it. They ain't got no search engine with their name in it. But guess what? Tahaka Bay beat up women. Bing. Look at it. He was 13 when he beat her up. He was crazy. They would do all this madness. I mean, make up madness stories. So when I'm telling you, just prove me wrong. Just prove me wrong. Can't we get along if you just prove me wrong? You know the best thing that you could do? You know the best thing that you could do to a Moorish World TV? If you wanted to shut Tahaka Bay up and shut Moorish World TV down, making up stuff about my character, making up about stuff that was 20 or 15 years ago is not going to do it. Show me where I'm lying on you. That would shut me down overnight. If you're a Moorish American and I said something, show me where I'm lying on you. If you are Pan-African, if you are Black Power and I said something and it's not true, show me and then show the people and say, listen, this guy is the fraud. This is the fraud right here. Because he said this and that's not true. This is the fraud. And we need to stop supporting this fraud. That's all you have to do. Why ain't nobody did that yet? Why ain't nobody take one of my presentations and pick it apart and show lie for lie for lie for lie? Why? Why they took pictures of my mama on Facebook and was like, look at his mama. She got a bump on her nose. Look at his mama. Look at him. Why didn't they just take the video and pick it apart? And so with that being said, I ask you, sis, if you want to come on the show and respond, you can respond. I still, the deal is on the table. But yesterday's price ain't today's price. Now I'm just playing. I just like to say that sometimes. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Sisters of the Underground. Sisters of the Underground has never came for you. Why are you coming for us? I'm not coming for you. We're only vetting. We're going to vet tonight. I invited you on the show, sis. You refused, and now you want to be on the show. You got to make up your mind, sis. I invited you on the show. You didn't want to come on the show. And now I'm looking at some things concerning you're in the public. You're in the public eye. Once you are in the public eye and you claim to represent our people, anybody should be able to vet you and see if it's real. You know what I mean? You feel what I'm saying? Anybody should be able to explain if it's real. I mean, anybody should be. You can't just get on me. Anybody should. You're in the public. You're a public figure of sorts, just like I am, they would like to say. But let's get it started. So in 2017, they created this demonstration, right? When FBI agents couldn't break and prison Black women activists, they tried to flip them into informants. And this is an article from 2017 that is really making sense today. But in this article, it's talking about the things of yesterday. And so I'll read just a little bit.
Such was the experience of lifelong radical activist Audrey Moore. Moore was a supporter of black nationalist Marcus Garvey and his Universal Negro Association (UNIA) in the 1920s. She rose to national fame as an organizer with the Communist Party in the 1930s and 40s. When McCarthyism suppressed her radical network, Moore organized on a lower frequency of the movement, developing her own radical grassroots organizations in the 1950s and 60s. The activist went on to mentor and advise many late 20th century luminaries, including Muhammad Ahmad, founder of Revolutionary Action Movement, and Tanzanian President Julius Nyerere. I may butcher that a little bit. Agents surveilled Audrey Moore for nearly 50 years. Moore's wealth of organizing experience made her ideal potential Beru. I'm gonna murder that one too. Informant. Federal Bureau of Investigation, you know what I'm talking about, the Bureau informant. To that end, agents called her in for an interview, telling her to name her price for sharing information on Black organizing and organization. Let me stop right there real quick. Remember when I said it's never about breaking up these organizations? It's never about breaking up the revolution. It's about neutralizing by sharing information. And I just know that from history. They never tried to break anything up. This is what happened with the Moorish Science Temple of America at its height in 1929. They didn't try to break the Moorish Science Temple of America up. What they did was they infiltrated and then they convoluted the message. And so now it's all over the place, even 100 years later. They never try to break anything up. You know what I'm saying? They never try to break anything up. So with that being said, that Anubis in the building. Okay, we're going to finish Anubis. So with that being said, these let me go to here real quick. They in the building tonight. Yes, indeed. But we're going to talk about it. Come and shut me down, Anubis. Help me apologize. But here we go. 2017, the FBI Domestic Terrorist and Analysis Unit released a memo that identified a new national threat, the Black identity extremists. These extremists, the Bureau claimed, were motivated by perceptions of police brutality against African Americans, quote unquote, and spurred an increase in premeditated retaliatory lethal violence against law enforcement. Agent pinpointed. And so with that being said, they have a bunch of agents among our people right now. They have a bunch of agents among our people. And one of the things is that a lot of them came during the time of GrandMaster Jay. During the time of GrandMaster Jay, you have never seen this many people calling themselves the new Black Panther, Black Panther this, Black Panther that. You've never seen it. You never seen it before. Never in history have you seen something like this. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. And so just like I came at Big Shirley, as you want to call it, I'm not coming at Sisters of the Underground, but what I will do is show you a pattern. One of the things that I want to ask you, it amazes me that we don't pay attention. Sister Lasidi Shakur, right? One of the things I do notice about the pattern is that in order to validate their existence in the freedom fighting movement, one of the things that I find that everybody do is that they will always name themselves after a notable. They will name themselves after a notable and act as if they don't have another name. And this is why, this is one that stands out too. This is a common thing. They will name themselves after a notable, something that's familiar. You feel what I'm saying? And this is why I always play that thing, Tahaka Bay, Toronto Johnson, because I don't care if you know me. Who cares? I don't care if you know that name, my other name. You know what I'm saying? They always do that. And as Cryptonomics say, Angela Davis was an opt herself. And you can look that up yourself. But they always do that. And they always seem to reveal more and more as you turn back the pages. So the Shakur obviously connects to Sister Asada Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. But we have another one, that has done it real well. We know him as, where did he get his name from? Because he wasn't born Malik Zulu Shabazz. Where did he get his name from? Anybody know? He was born Paris. Where did he get his name from? Anybody know? He's never been in the Nation of Islam to carry the term Shabazz. He's never been a registered member of the Nation of Islam. No minister gave him the name Shabazz. He don't even believe in the Nation of Islam doctrine of the big hit scientist named Shabazz. He don't even believe in that, because Shabazz is the tribe of Shabazz. The tribe of Shabazz is a quote unquote all black tribe. You follow me? This story is only unique to the Nation of Islam. He's not even a member. He's never been a member of the Nation of Islam. And he changed his name from Paris to Malik Shabazz. But why is that? You know what I mean? But why is that? Why is that? Because, again, I tell you that it's familiar to El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. It's familiar. It's a familiar tone. Now, if one was to give an assessment of 20-year track record of Malik, and it was a job, you know and I know that he would be fired. He has very little, if any, successes as a revolutionary. Very little. Very little. I mean, I don't think he have none. And anybody rock with that. If anybody rock with that, with no successes, like if you owned a business and somebody was working for you, because he's supposed to work for the people. If you owned a business and somebody worked for you and they produce like Malik Zulu Shabazz and you don't fire him, you are nuts. And this just what it is. Listen, I have nothing against these people. I have nothing against them, but I'm telling you, you and I know. You and I know. You feel me? You and I know. Ali Hassan, see, there we go. I got proof. Amun and Abu and Anubis is frauds. You see what I'm saying? Here we go. See, I don't know that. I like Anubis. I don't know Amun, but I do have some correspondence with Anubis. So I don't know that, but that's not what I'm on today. I mean, but now, back to my point. You and I know that Malik Zulu Shabazz, he doesn't have one center for health care as the original Black Panther would have it. He doesn't have one school so the children can go to and get some school lunch in the morning, or breakfast, if you will. He doesn't have anything but yelling rhetoric and chasing ambulances on his record. And you know that. And chasing cases where someone been brutalized and he tried to broker a deal. With that being said, one thing that he do is he have a connection to the Sisters of the Underground. And you would know this if you just Google Sisters of the Underground. You will find that Malik is the promoter of the Sisters of the Underground. Sisters of the Underground hosts sex trafficking, missing persons, domestic violence workshop. Let me stop there for a minute. One thing that really gets our heartstrings going is when we talk about our people that are sex trafficked, our people that have been abused, our people that is down on their luck. You know what I mean? That's the one thing that gets our heartstrings flowing. And once you get your heartstrings flowing and playing that harp on your heart, they'll be able to siphon money from you and siphon even your resources, because vampires can only live off the blood of another. And so they need people to, so here we go. Let's read it. This here, Blue Line Soldier, Mo, Free Chief Larry Hoover, Cryptonomics, you're absolutely right about Angela Davis. That's right. Free Chief Larry Hoover. We're going to do a show about that soon too. That's right. We're going to do a show about getting our brother out there too, the real ones. But so this website here, this website here, it's a press where priority is source transparency.
we do not allow opaque clients and or editors try to be careful about weeding out false, misleading content. As a user, if you see something we missed, please do bring it to our attention. So this is a website right here, right? This is a website right here where you can try to put news article in rotations like the AP. You know what I'm saying? As the Associated Press. This is a website that does this. And so Malik Zulu Shabazz, he champions this website to promote his agenda. And now here's the story right here. Sisters of the Underground host sex trafficking, missing person, domestic violence workshop. Let me see if I can blow this up just a little bit more. Just so you can see it right. So it says Dallas, Texas, USA, October 26th. Sisters of the Underground will conduct a very important informative workshop, sex trafficking, missing person, and domestic violence, Saturday, October 30th, 2021. Now, some people may get dewy-eyed because they're promoting to discuss sex trafficking, missing person, domestic violence. I'm telling you, this is how the heartstrings get tugged. Now, if it's official, that's fine. But if it's not, then we need to examine this. So, and looking at this, it says, Sisters of the Underground is a full crisis response network for Black communities specializing in sex trafficking, missing person, and domestic violence. Let's stop there for a minute. It says they are a network for Black communities specializing, listen to it, specializing in sex trafficking, missing persons, and domestic violence. So one of the things that we need to ask, that if this is a legitimate organization, how many sex traffics persons have you brought home? Have you rescued? Have you what you do? I mean, what's going on? I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm saying that if you're promoting yourself to be specialized in sex trafficking, what does that mean? Have you brought somebody from being sex trafficked? I mean, what is it? You know what I mean? I think that should be a show. Come on, Morris World TV, and tell us about it. How many missing persons have you brought home? You specialize in it. I mean, put it on your website. And when I trolled all around the internet, I haven't found anybody that you say, well, we brought in Jane Doe or Jackie Doe or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? What missing persons that you, and like domestic violence, what do you do? See a sister get beat up and call the police? I mean, what do you do? Do you step in? Do you break it up? What do you do? If you claim to be a service crisis response network for the Black community, quote unquote, then what do you do? What do you do? I mean, come on, you can't sell out people this if you can't explain it. I mean, you can't sell out people this. This is serious business here. If you are rescuing sisters that have been sex trafficked, this is serious business. This is not an internet talk. This is not a social media fiasco. This is serious business. It says, Sister of the Underground is a Black woman-led organization that joined forces combat underground human trafficking, domestic violence, gang retaliation. They stepping into gangland. Y'all remember, hold up now, wait a minute. Y'all remember Desert Eagle said, listen, we ain't getting inside of that stuff with the gangs because it's gang politics. Well, these sisters here, they step in between gang retaliation. That's what they say. Malik wrote that. Did y'all hear that? Do y'all remember the show? Man, am I too loud? Am I yelling? I'm getting excited. Let me see. I'm getting excited. Do y'all remember the show? Do y'all remember the show Desert Eagle? Desert Eagle, friends with Malik, he said, I said, listen, I understand that you got a beef with the police. I get that. You know what I mean? No problem. I got a beef with them too. You bust my brother head, somebody need to bust their, I get all that. But hold up, wait a minute. If you got a problem with the police busting our brother head, why you ain't got a problem with the brothers busting our brother head? Why don't y'all have groups to go into the blood areas and the, you know what I mean? All these gang areas and be like, listen, the same thing y'all do with the European. Blow, take your bullhorn Right there where what's his name? Young Thug number was at. Take your bullhorn right over there. Hey, listen. No, you don't stop killing, no peace. I can't say no justice, no peace. If you don't stop killing or no peace. Stop killing or no peace. Man, they'll run you up. That's right. Stop killing, no peace. Stop selling crack or no peace. Stop selling heroin or no peace. Go do that over there. Go do that. I mean, the brother told me, I'm just a podcaster. He told me, man, we can't do that. We don't do that. I'm paraphrasing. He said, that's gang politics. What? I say, what? Some say, why don't you do it? In fact, I do. Thank you, Moo Moo. In fact, I do. In fact, I do. But I don't blow bullhorns in people's ear. I actually talk to people that live in the life. I actually try to persuade people to get out the life. I actually go right in the midst of it every single day. But I'm not the one to be sitting over here with a horn. I'm not going to do it to the police. I'm not going to do it to my people. You hear what I say? That's corny and crazy. Now, if you want to change something, you sit down like a man and you make demands, and if the demands are not met, then you take it from there. That's how we do it where I'm from. You must be new to the channel, Moo Moo. Moo Moo say, where's the proof? Are you new to the channel, Moo Moo? I ain't got time to go to that. Go back on. Listen, you must be new to the channel. I ain't got time to play with you. But listen, the way that men and women do things, they make demands, and when the demand is not met, then you take it to the next level. That's it. That's it. You don't keep making the same demands. I mean, seriously, you don't keep making the same demands and don't get no results. Why you keep making the same demands? No justice, no peace. With that being said, let's get it. Let's get it. So listen to it. It says that Sisters of the Underground is a Black woman-led organization that joined forces to combat underground human trafficking, domestic violence, gang retaliation across the globe, empowering those impacted by crime to move from crisis to resiliency. Now, she said across the globe. Across the globe. Did y'all hear this? Now, listen, we hang on to every word here at the Moorish Science Temple of America and the Moorish World TV and BrotherDarkBay.com. We hang on to every word across the globe. Listen to this. The leadership team, the leadership team consists of 3 regional conductors, founder and owner Lasidi Shakur. Serves as the lead conductor and investigator for sex trafficking. We need to see one of these success stories, number one. You know what I mean? She is a 20-year certified, y'all hear this? She is a 20 years certified victims advocate who utilized her master's in psychology. Did you hear this? She has a master's in psychology. A master's. I hope she has a master's. I hope she has a master's. Do she has a master's in psychology? A master's. Is that a doctor? What's that? Oh, a master is below a doctor? I don't know. What is that? She has a master's in psychology. Is that true? Do anybody know? Anybody in here? Everybody was, where's Amun at? Amun, do she have a master's in psychology? Amun, where you at? Amun, are you in the building? Somebody see if a moon in the building. There's a red car parked in the parking lot and it need to be moved or it be towed. Somebody call a moon so we can get this car moved. Do anybody see Brother Moon? There's a red car in the parking lot. The tag number is YYY UDO this. Yeah. A moon. The tag number is YYY UDO this. See, they don't like when I do a show because I laugh along the way. Hey, come on, man. A moon, where you at? Where you at? Is this a master's in psychology? Come on, man. Where Moon at? He said he watching. Let me write this down. He said he coming on at the end of the show. I got to remember this one. Y'all make this. Listen, y'all can't get mad at Tahaka Bay. They give me content. This free content. I mean, I invite the sister on the show because I wanted to hear the good works. And then I say, hold on, why is she so scared to come on the show? The only time that people scared to come on Moorish World TV because they might say something that make me question their authenticity. Know what I mean? That's it. A moon ain't there. He ain't there. Ain't right there. Hold on. I got to write this down. A master in psychology. Good goodness and gracious. This too much already. This going to be a long night. We just get started. Look, the original people say, I got my CDLs, GS, but are you a master in psychology? You might be a master with an 18-wheeler today, but the original people, are you a master in psychology? Congratulations to my brother, the original people who put the blunt down so he can pass the P test and get the CDLs. Now he can send me a few dollars because I'm going hard on these sisters and I won't be able to go to bed tonight. Thank you, my brother. And send my love to the family and my salute to your wife for putting up with your madness. Congratulations, my brother. That's right. But you still ain't a master in psychology. How about that? Congratulations, brother. Now, all jokes aside, congratulations. This is my brother. He's been rocking with me for a minute. I remember the brother was driving a box truck and he came close to Baltimore. He actually came straight through Baltimore, stopped, and he brought me a kombucha. And you know the amazing thing about it? The kombucha that he bought me that day was this brand right here. I don't know if it was peach or pineapple peach, but he brought me one of these kombuchas, and I'm drinking one of these today. You feel what I'm saying? So honor to you. Salute to the kombucha. But the brother come all the way from the West Coast, all the way from the West Coast and say, Grand Sheik, I'll be coming through Baltimore. He came through. We met up Park Heights because that's my stomping ground. I don't hang on the corners. When I say Park Heights, that means that's the area that I operate in, and I try to do the most of my uplifting work. Park Heights is one of the most deadliest communities in Baltimore. I love Park Heights, but it's a community that need work. A lot of communities in Baltimore need work. But that's one of the main communities that that's always making the news. And so hopefully within the next 6 months, I'll be able to help and make some improvements in the Park Heights community with the Moorish Science Temple of America, Unity Temple, and Moorish World TV, and all hands on deck. Real talk, real talk. But with that being said, let's get back to it. So utilize her master's in psychology to build a career offering counseling service to victims of violent crimes. Janelle Mason is the lead conductor and hold on. Chantel Mason is a lead conductor investigator for missing persons, and Cassandra Cousin is lead conductor and investigator of domestic violence. Within the last 6 months, Sister of the Underground has serviced nearly 80 cases, resulting in 90% success rate. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Local conductors from the states. See, this stuff got to be qualified, man. Shout out to Sister Maya. This stuff has got to be qualified. You can't keep on saying this at advertisement. At this point, this is just advertisement. And you know, and guess what though? I mean, guess what though? The advertising is being done by no other than Malik Zulu Shabazz, Esquire, Black Power Movement. He don't even got new Black Panther Party. Y'all see what I'm talking about? And again, remember, this is Newswires. Newswires is a website that helps spread news stories around the internet. It helps spread news stories around the internet. You understand? So if I wanted to spread a news story, whether it's true, false, right, wrong, or indifference, I can go to Newswires, I can send them a copy, and they'll post it, and it'll float around the internet. And some people would think it's legitimate. But people like me would say, no, you got to come a little bit better than that. But with that being said, now here we go. Victim services, Cash App, Underground Sisters, PayPal, Underground Sisters. Engage communities, support victims, build trust. That's what the flyer says, right? And what they deal with is sex trafficking, missing persons, sexual assaults, domestic violence, hate crimes, child abuse, elder abuse, victims of gang violence, and stalking. Now, you would think that this is a social services organization right here. But I ask you, where is one of the things that's a giveaway too with this stuff too? Where is the headquarters? You know how you go to a social services organization, or you go to NAACP, or you go to any of these organizations, you can find out where the headquarters. Where is the headquarters for all this victim advocacy at? Where is it? If they're tracking sex trafficking, missing person, this is a big caseload. I bet you I will guarantee you they have file cabinets around the corner. They got to. This is a huge caseload. You know what I say? Listen, sex trafficking. Listen, remember what I just said? They have 80 cases. Okay, let me see something real quick. I just said it. On this one, it says that they had something of 80 some cases, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I get it right. Something like that, with a 90% sex trafficking success rate. You know what I'm saying? 80 cases they have serviced, and this was last year. 80 cases. That's what they say. Let me blow it up for you. They have on that last paragraph, that's next to the last paragraph, they have within 6 months. Now, this is 6 months. This is 6 months. They have 80 cases resulting in 90% success rate. They got cases. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? It's not adding up so far. It's not adding up so far. 80 cases? Okay. All right, we let you have that one. Let's go. Sex trafficking. Now, right on the other side, it says, how much you love your community? Who's willing to pledge at least $6 to bring our people home? If you said yes, read the info below. Cash App, Underground Sisters, $6. Come on, y'all. We spend more on BS. Please pledge. One donation is completed. Screenshot payment. I'll enter you to win a I Do You Design company fedora. Do you see how we playing games with the life of our people? People are really being sex trafficked, where you really need some real law abiding citizens that got all the manpower, gunpowder, and everything to fight fire with fire. Here we are with 3 sisters or more claiming that they going to go fire with sex traffickers.
It doesn't, I mean, I don't know if that's the plan. But if they say they deal with sex traffickers and gang retaliation, that means you're going to have to go firepower with firepower at some point. I think that's what that means. But I could be wrong. But she could have came and interviewed. Now, one of the things I want to ask you is that and this is no shot, this is no shade. I mean, do we believe that the three sisters in the front are going to run up on sex traffickers in a shootout in the hood with gang retaliation? Do we really believe that honestly, Anubis? So what role are we talking about fighting sex trafficking? What are we doing? Are you providing information to the police? Are you stepping in with the guns you march with? What's going on here? What's going on here? I didn't say you, Anubis. Do we believe that these three sisters in the front that represent sisters of the underground are going in the west end of what is that? Atlanta, East Baltimore, West Baltimore, Detroit, and these places where sex trafficking, Las Vegas, where sex trafficking is high? Do we really believe that these sisters are running in there and changing the situation and snatching some sisters out there? Do we really believe that? Do we really believe that? See, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you really question people. Somebody said they've been vetted. Did you ask them, what sex trafficking ring have you broke up? Which one? Which one? Anybody know? Which one? This thing has become the WWE revolutionary thing. Because I can't believe that you running up in there. I'm not running up in there. I'm gonna give it to you a buck. I'm not running up in there. You know what? I know some people that will. I know some people that will, but that ain't my, hey yo, they got the young sister over there. Verse of V. Hey, Verse, I need you to go and get this young sister up out there. Verse gonna go over there, my man Verse. He gonna go over there and he gonna grab a couple other guys and they gonna get sis up out there. But I ain't going up there. That ain't my lane. We really believe that. Like, it doesn't make sense no more. We need to stop falling for this okie doke. Whenever you see a Malik Zulu Shabazz rubber stamp something, you better question it. You better question it. This is crazy. This is crazy. We really believe that. Man, come on, man. We ain't that crazy. We that desperate. We that desperate to believe in them. See, let me explain this before I'm getting to it. I'm gonna ride this out. I'm not gonna be too much longer tonight. Listen, this is what I teach in the Moore Science Temple of America, right? And I'm gonna teach it to you and I'm gonna share it with you tonight. One of the reasons that we are the slave-minded gift that keep on giving is because when we are young, our parents, unbeknownst to them, think they're doing a good thing, teaching us about the tooth fairy, and we're waiting for this mystery tooth fairy to put some money under the pillow, teaching us that Santa Claus is going to come. And we go to sleep and expecting to get this gift when Santa Claus come while we're asleep, and other fictitious things. What happens is we've grooming ourselves. Our parents are grooming us to accept fantasy. So when we get older, we have groomed ourselves so much. You know what I mean? We've softened our mind up. We've softened our heart up so much that now someone can tell me the most outlandish lie and we don't even need to qualify it. We just go to sleep and say Santa Claus is coming down the chimney and wake up and there's the gift. And that's how we deal in our relationships today. In our relationships today, we don't have to qualify anything anymore. We just let somebody tell us because we've been prepared since we were children to accept the craziest nonsense. Fred Hampton Gun Club said, also giving information. This is it. also giving vital information for successful rescue mission in Georgia for sex trafficking victim. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Listen, out of all the 80 cases, there should be one story that you can share on social media. 80 cases? A 90% success rate? Huh? Huh? Okay. Okay. Let me tell you something. If I went in the hood and I was talking to a sister and she gave me the signs that she was being used and abused physically, then I would do everything in my power to pull her out that situation. But that doesn't mean that I'm changing the paradigm of sex trafficking. I help the person, which any human being with any moral aptitude or any empathy in their heart should do anyway. That's not a sex trafficking breakup mission. That's you spoke to somebody and somebody decided that they didn't want to do that, and you were instrumental in getting them up out of that situation that put you in no harm or no danger. But to sell yourself as one who goes in guns a-blazing or prepared with guns a-blazing, it don't really look or sound official, even though it may be. It just don't. Now, here we go. Y'all know we just getting started now. Now, here we go. This is a conductor from Virginia. Shout out to sister. She's going to run up in there too. Shout out to the sister. I'm not trying to shame you, sister. I'm just saying if that's what you do, honors and shout out to you. But I don't know if this is believable. Sis going to run up in there too. The Georgia conductor is going to run up in there too. She's going to run up in there and get... I don't mean to laugh. I'm just saying she's going to run up in there on the West End and break up sex trafficking. I'm not shaming my sister. That's not what I'm doing. These beautiful sisters would never be shamed by me, but I'm just saying this is not believable. Our people are dying day by day. This is not believable. This just not. I mean, and I'm telling you, she gonna go up in there from Alabama. She gonna do it too. Shout out to you, sisters. I love you. I love you. Come on now. I love you. But nah, this don't look like somebody's running up and breaking up sex trafficking. I mean, somebody said, invite them on your show. Invite them on your show, T-Bay, to get the information about them breaking up sex trafficking. Jane D, I invited them on the show. I invited Lasidi on the show 3 months ago. And all I wanted to ask her was about the organization. I wasn't even going to go at her like that. I mean, okay, she said you're skipping over the advocate part of what we do. No, I'm not. I said a second ago, Sister Lasidi, for you not wanting to be on the show, you show in the chat tonight, chatting it up. But anyway, I said, if you are talking to people, advocating, and people decide they want to change their lives, I said that's a good thing. Everybody should do that. Any human being with moral aptitude and empathy should talk to people and try to get them to get out of those situations that is detrimental to themselves. I said that. That's called advocacy. I get that. But no, when we're talking about sex trafficking, that's what I'm honing in on. Because anybody can be an advocate. I mean, anybody can be an advocate. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about sex trafficking and gang retaliation intervention. Now we talking, you want some smoke. And Lasidi, I'm trying to tell you, Lasidi, stop this, man. Stop this. And I know you brothers love you sisters. I know you do. Man, listen, I get on the brothers just as much as I get the sisters, you know what I mean?
I mean, I get on everybody if it don't add up. This is the spotlight just on Sisters of the Underground tonight. It might be me tomorrow. Somebody might get me tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it might. I just tell you, they might do something about me tomorrow. Only thing about me, let me tell you the difference about me. The only difference about me is this. When I came to the realization that I was going to give the Moorish Science Temple of America and the philosophy thereof a real chance, I put all nonsense behind me. I put it all behind me. In fact, even before then, but when I started to be an advocate of the Moorish Science Temple of America and the philosophy in which I'm demonstrating right now, I decided to put nonsense behind me. I mean, nonsense behind me. I try to deal with everything on the transparent level the best that I can without sacrificing my safety. But I do my best, you know what I mean, to be up and up. I mean, I do my best to be up and up. You know what I mean? There is some things in the story that I leave out, even in this story, because I don't want to people coming at sisters like that. But I think that it's healthy to question these things, right? But, oh, man. So here they go. They going to run up in the house. They going to run down on them, man. They ain't got time to play with y'all. They going to run down on them, man. They going to run down on them, man. That's right. They going to get them up out there. They going to get them up out there, man. Yeah. I'm laughing, but ain't nothing funny. Somebody said you have a lot of online beef. You see what I'm talking about? He said you have a lot of online beefs. I'm not beefing with nobody. Why would this be beef? I think that on social media, if people are advertising themselves on social media, they should be vetted. If in your neighborhood, if you smoke marijuana and somebody is selling Dirt Reggie, I mean, I don't smoke weed, but just say you smoke marijuana. I'm gonna use this analogy. Somebody is selling Dirt Reggie. Wouldn't you inform all the weed smokers? I mean, wouldn't you inform all the weed smokers like, yo, he got Reggie? Huh? You got Reggie. Look at Dre up here. You're just mocking now. Okay, thank you, Dre. Thanks for your comment. Wouldn't you inform all the weed heads? Man, don't go down there. Look, Ryder said, I smoke. Wouldn't you tell everybody, don't go down there? They got Reggie. Man, that joint dirt. That's my point. Now, if you would do that with weed, we're talking about liberation here. Shouldn't somebody say something? If you would do that with weed, we're talking about liberation of a people who have been enslaved and has been victimized for over 2,000 years. And you mean nobody should say nothing? And for Dre Amir, and we shouldn't laugh along the way as we critique? Huh? Look, he a professional weed smoker. We have dispensaries today, brother. They don't sell weed in the little yellow baggies like they had when you were growing up. Ronald Pearson, we have dispensaries, brother. They don't sell it no more in the little yellow baggies. You get your little card, you go there, and you walk out. I don't know what you talking about, Grand Sheik. Shout out to Ronald Pearson. I don't know what you talking about, Grand Sheik. Go get them little nickel and dime bags. Nah, man, we walk out there like this, man. What you doing? What you talking about? Go on with your more science stuff. You know how people, when they try to get at you, they say everything little. Man, go on with your little more science stuff, man. Go on, jump in your little car, man. Go on with man, look, man. Go on with your little friend. I mean, jump in your little car and go on with your little more science stuff, man, because you don't know nothing about this. Dang, Ronald said he'll need a card. I am not only a weed smoker, I'm also a member. I don't need a card. Shout out to Ronald Pearson. Brother, you distracted me, man. But anyway, with that being said, man, y'all something else, man. A dude said, I have a whole letter. All you have to do is ask to see it. Email me the letter. talkabay@gmail.com. Email me the letter. I might throw it up. Yeah, we're going to fix this tonight. gmail@gmail.com. I love y'all on Morris Royalty. Man, you know what? I wish that we could question things and we can all be friends afterwards. Like, I question these things about Sister of the Underground, and Sister of the Underground will come on here and say, brother, you tripping. This is what it is. Or Anubis say, man, brother, you tripping. This is what it is. Or Malik say, man, listen, you can keep coming at me all you want, but this is the fact of the matter. Wouldn't that be nice if we able to do that as a people? Or these religious crazy weirdos, I challenge their religious thought and they challenge mine. And after the fact, they said, man, listen, man, you call it what you want. This is just what it is. But the moment that we challenge one another, the moment that we disagree with one another philosophically, I mean, that it seemed like we want to go to war. I don't want to go to war with none of you people. That's right. You people. That's you crazy low vibration people. That's right. But I don't want to go to war with my brothers and my sisters, man. I just want the people to get the truth. That's what it is. I mean, I want the people to get the truth. And we're going to have some fun with the truth along the way. You can't tell me not to have fun with the truth. I mean, we have a little bit of fun, but they're going to run and get the people up out there. Sis going now Quiet Storm might go up in there. I don't know about nobody else. But out of all the pictures I seen, Quiet Storm might get it popping. There. Now, Quiet Storm, now y'all can say what you want about everybody else, but now Quiet Storm, she look like, look, man, out of every picture that I showed, that's the only one where I'm like, hold up, I should just stop the show right now. Out of all the pictures I showed, when I get the Quiet Storm, that's the, hey, that's when I said, man, I might want to stop the show now. Now, Quiet Storm look like she gonna put in some work. She look like she can run, look like she can do 100 push-ups, and look like she can bang that thing. Back. That man. That's right. Quiet Storm. Shout out to Quiet Storm. That's right. She quiet. Let me look at my cameras on my house, make sure she ain't doing a big Shirley. Let me see. Oh, my goodness. Correctional officer. That's right. All right, so here we go. So let me go to the next slide. Man, I'm having a good time. I hope everybody having a good time with me. Thumbs up with me because we're about to get serious now. Now, here we go. Sister Lasidi Shakur on August 31, she said, we have a balance owed towards Brother Ozone legal team. The following conditions must be met before we turn it over. The $46K that has already been collected must be accounted for and turned over to the attorney. There is $46,000. Must that be turned over? And so I would assume that is the $46K from the guy Remy. Now, Remy gave the money that he had, and his excuse, I'm not here to argue that, his excuse for not giving the rest of the money or reasoning was that he had to pay taxes on the money. I think him giving whatever he gave and the 300,000 that you have should be sufficient. This shouldn't be about whether somebody robbed the pot before. This should be about a brother facing the death penalty. Wouldn't you agree? $300,000. Wouldn't you agree? Hold up, let me see.
Because again, you know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your fucking?
So let me stop right there. So if she has, or they have come up with, and at one point they said that they had the money. You follow what I'm saying? Answer. Type it in the chat. Yeah. Oh, that's another thing. Let me. You want to answer real quick? That's another thing. If you coming up for sex traffickers, hold up. Why didn't anybody go for Danger Remy for ripping off the 46,000? You find sex traffickers. You find people who domestic violence. But a guy is supposedly had swindled $46K for a brother facing the death penalty. Why all of these tracking groups like AJ Sisters of the Underground, and whatever tracking groups you have, track him down and get that 46K. Anybody want to answer that? Anybody? I'm going to say it again. It's a guy named Danger Remy that collected $46,000 in the name of ozone. He turned over. Somebody said, why you didn't go after him? That's not what I do. I don't march around with guns and say I'm saving people. That's not what I do. What you mean why I don't go after him? I don't do that. That's not my lane. She said, why don't I go after him? That's not what I do. I don't run around the country with guns and a bullhorn talking about I'm saving everybody from gangs and saving everybody. No, I talk to people. I communicate with people. I do my best to get people to join in a collective effort to build themselves, build their communities, and move forward and ride off in the sunset. Collective economics, grow some gardens. That's my lane. Build your spirituality. That's my lane. I don't run around with guns and a bullhorn. You do. You do. You claim that you save sex traffickers. You claim that you go into gangland and deal with retaliatory gang members. You do. That's not what I said I do. So I'm only holding you to the standard that you claim that you do. You can't get mad at me because I'm holding you to the standard in which you claim. You claim that. If you claim that you can find sex traffickers, you mean tell me you can't find the brother that swindled 46K? You mean AJ and Pansock jumping out planes can't jump out the plane on Remy? They can't get the boat with the whirlwind fan on the back and find Remy in the swamp? They swimming with automatic 22 and ARs underwater. They can't find Remy, but they're cussing out the police. They're yelling at the police every day. And ain't nothing wrong with that. We need that too. We need that too. We need to keep the pressure on the police too. But you can't be one-sided. You can't be one-sided. You can't be one-sided. Now. But all of this rescuing, y'all rescuing sex traffic victims. But you make a demand, you ain't gonna rescue this 46K. You make a demand and say the 46K that has been collected must be accounted for and turned over to the attorney. But all of these guns, all of these bullhorns, y'all could have went right up to the woods. Y'all could have went right up to the woods. Get my old camera. All right, Remy. All right, Remy. Now listen, Remy. Come on out here with the 46K. Sisters of the Undergrounds are here. With Pansock. Come on out. No justice, no peace. Come on out here now. Come on, Remy. Bring the 46K or we're coming in. I got my old camera. You mean, why? Come on. They jump out of planes, man. They jumping out of planes. They jumping out of planes screaming Black Power. Black Power. Black Power. Don't forget to shoot. Listen, I'm laughing because man, don't take this stuff serious, man. Come on, man. When the last time you seen somebody had to jump out of a plane to save somebody in the hood, man? We killing each other every day in the hood, man. Don't forget to shoot. Good brother of mine was a jump master and was at Fort Bragg with the 82nd Squad. Shout out to the correct officer. Come on, man. These people insane, man. If y'all ain't gonna make comedy out this stuff, then it means you're taking it serious, man. Anybody take this stuff serious? Let me get to it, man. Come on, man. Y'all know this stuff is crazy. Y'all know this stuff is crazy. Even Sister Lasidi know that's crazy. That she 1 minute says she saved sex traffickers. And then even in this chat, she said, yeah, we've been in the heat. We've been in the heat. But there ain't nobody going to find. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. We got to stop, man. We got to stop this, man. Come on, man. Our people, man, we smarter than this family. Come on, man. Let's stop going for the okie doke. See, if we keep falling for the okie doke, when the real revolutionary come from underground and they ready to do the real work, you won't know whether to support them or not. I mean, I'm gonna tell you when they real. You know what I mean? Like Gorilla Mainframe. I like my brother Anubis. I like my brother in DC. You know what I'm saying? Talib. I like these brothers, man. I think they real. You know what I'm saying? They might don't agree with how I do my thing. They might want to hit me in the mouth. Who knows? But I think for me, you know what I'm saying? Even though Anubis rock, because just because you rock with somebody don't mean you have to rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Or I have to rock with you. Or I don't like you because you rock with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that. You know what I mean? But if it's like this, if I feel as though that you are a real one, then I'm going to just stand on that. Even if you rock with one that's not real, I'm going to stand on that. Babu, I think Babu is a real one. Anybody know Babu? What's my brother Babu name? Anybody know Babu? That's my man. I think he a real one. Even though me and him had some words back and forth, I think he's a real one. Absolutely. And every time I say I think someone a real one, I ain't been wrong yet. I think he a real one. He ain't showed me nothing but real. You know what I mean? But with that being said, let's get it. We almost there, family. So listen. Now, this was her excuse. I removed myself from the point of contact regarding the private donation. Members of Sister of the Underground have donated personal funds and were point of contact for personal donors that donated on our behalf. Those donors wish to remain confidential and their names will not be released to anyone. There was a mishap during the transfer of the funds that caused the delay, and I think that's her excuse here, that caused her delay, and to date, there is no confirmed redeposit. I anticipate an update soon. However, I will not be the person that shares the update with the public. Please refrain from messaging this account and or calling my personal cell and emergency hotline number. You people that have been harassing me, you the one said that you collecting 15 racks. I mean, 300,000 racks. But now it's you people that have been harassing me and issuing threats are disgusting. You are the reason there's so much disruption and turmoil among Black people, Black community, and Black empowerment community. You should also know that these donors and potential future donors that have a personal connection to the Sister of the Underground have seen the exchange of negative posts, comments, and videos, mine included, and disclosed a great sense of displeasure, which is why I'm removing myself from this situation. There has been a new point of contact assigned. When there is an update, you will receive it. Lasidi. And that's where the 300,000 has gone. Isn't that fair? Say she already explained it. Well, I think that's the explanation. Y'all want to accept that explanation? That's the explanation. She was right in the chat saying, I can explain it. Moon said, I can explain it. I can explain it. Let her explain it. I'm not a snitch, so let her explain it. Well, there's the post. See, I am well balanced, but does it make sense? Does it make sense? Does this post make sense in representation of the 300K that they said that they had and they had to transfer and deposit? And actually, they need to do a redeposit. Does it make sense? This doesn't make sense, Sister Lasidi. It doesn't make sense. And a brother life is on the line. You know what I mean? And so don't get mad at me. I'm not making fun of this as small talk. We have to understand that a brother life is on the line. The brother is facing the death penalty. And somebody is trying to use this. Somebody is trying to use this opportunity to promote themselves. And I hope it's not you. Okay, now here we go. Email me, Lasidi. You come on the show. Now, she says she's a master in psychology. However, what I was able to find
is that LaTanya Bell is a certified holistic wellness coach. And a holistic wellness coach is similar to what we find out about Inky. Remember when, if you are a friend to the show, I mean, remember, she's a holistic wellness coach. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if she's a master, has a master in psychology, but I was able to find this. She's a wellness coach. Now, I don't know if that go hand in hand with a master's in psychology. I'm not sure, but maybe, but maybe somebody said, I'm not laughing at you, Sister Bell, because we need holistic wellness coach too. I need that. You know what I mean, sometime, because I be tripping. You know what I mean? I need wellness. I need wellness. You know what I mean? But with that being said, I couldn't find anything on the concept of a master's in psychology. But what I did find was this page here. And it's a certified wellness coach. And she specializes in life coach, vegan lifestyle coach, and business coach. I'll repeat. Life coach, vegan lifestyle coach, and business coach. Now you can get a free consultation, but the fees are from $60 to $2,000. You hear what I say? Southpaw saying nobody getting no donations from me. Morriswell TV better get some donation. Morriswell TV better get some from you, Southpaw family. I'm putting in work over here. Now I'm like, but listen, from 60 to 2,000. Now this is where the rubber meets the road in a minute. Now, I'm not laughing at this. This is just crazy that we have listen. The reason why I'm laughing is because we seen this movie before. Don't this look familiar on Morriswell TV? Don't this look familiar? Am I yelling too much? Don't this look familiar? We seen this. This is like the rinse wash movie that we seen on Morriswell TV multiple times. Multiple times. Watch this. Hello. I'm LaTanya Bell. Hello. I'm LaTanya Bell, a motivational speaker, holistic health coach, empowerment coach, wellness coach, life coach, body detox specialist, and vegan lifestyle consultant. My mission is to bring about impactful change of profound transformation that ripples our lives as we go about our daily living. As courageous individuals like you experience deep transformation and overcome personal challenges by using holistic methods, your greater purpose is realized and you make your mark upon the world. I believe we are in an evolutionary cycle of spiritual revolution. I specialize in unleashing the full potential of those that are ready to enjoy life to the fullest, realize their full spiritual purpose, express their unique talents and abilities, and create an impactful transformation in the world using alternative methods. My family and I have been residents in Las Vegas, Nevada for the 20 years after relocating from Chicago, Illinois. Please feel free to visit my shop to see the details offering. Private coaching, in-person life coaching is appropriate for people who might be hard of hearing or have some disability that requires. She gonna take the disabled people money too. This guy, leave that people money alone. Hold up, I can't go on with this. She gonna take the disabled people. Come on, man. Come on, man. She said,
Listen to this. Oh man. What's the guy Damon Wayans played? Living Color, man. Listen, man. This ain't nice. She said she do in-person life coaching is appropriate for people who might be hard of hearing and have some disability that requires in-person meeting. Oh my goodness, this is too much. This is too much. Oh my goodness. Who would write this? Who would really write this in their right mind? Come on, is this the let me do this, man. I used to tell my sons this. Sis, is this the result of your best thinking? For real. Writing that, is that the result of your best thinking? I used to say that to my sons when they used to do crazy stuff. I'd be like, I ain't even gonna yell. I ain't gonna tell you go to your room no more. Is this the result of your best thinking? Because if it is, I'll accept it and we'll work from there. Please tell me that this is not the result of your best thinking. Tell me you was beside yourself. Please. Now, I'm a goofy guy. I'm a silly guy. I have fun type of guy. I ain't got me writing nothing like this. Or you might just prefer the personal face-to-face aspect of in-person coaching, online coaching. No wasted time traveling to see your coach. Attend your coaching sessions wherever you want, in your own office or conference room, at work or home, or even while traveling. Given that most people who hire life coaches are very busy, this time saving makes a huge difference. Fee description $60 to $2,000. Now we're going to go into the store. Bam. Finding your purpose. You can get the gold 12 sessions. Feeling like you're in a stuck, longing for more meaningful and fulfilling life and lacking motivation. I can help you put pieces together for $99. Text in me session. Text, email, or video chat me. $60. But we're going to give you a deal. You're going to save 40%. Because it used to be 100. All right. 60-minute power strategy session. Normally it's $125. But today we have a special offer. 20% off. Need a power hour pickup session? Our 60-minute power strategy session is for you. Online or in person. Finding your purpose gold 12 sessions. The quality of life is a function of quality of questions you ask yourself. Life coaching will empower you to come up with their own answers. Normally, this is 2,000. You hear what I say? 2,000. Let me make sure you understand what this means. Normally, this is $2,340. But you're going to get 80% off today. You are going to get 80% off today. Normally, it's $2,340. But today, you're going to get 80% off. Mm-hmm. And you only have to pay $250 today, only for today. And then finding your purpose silver. Now, you don't want the gold. If you don't want the gold, you can get the silver. 6 sessions. Normally, it's $1,170.
That's $1,170. But today, we can't give you 89% off. We'll give you 79% off. So today, only today, it's $248.75 today. Let me put a link in here because I got two more things I got to do, and then Anubis can come in, and we're not going to stay too much long. How long I've been here? I'll give him. Here we go. Islam page out. Anubis can come in. Amun can come in, and I'll let them talk. But let's not keep it long and long-winded. You can come and get a show. I've been offered Anubis a show. I've been. Huh? But as they trying to get in, let's go to the next few little slides that I'm telling you that this doesn't make a lot of sense for thinking people. It just don't. I mean, it just don't. Now, Sisters of the Underground, they're recruiting. Services we provide: attending court hearings with or without security, assistant with filing restraining orders. Huh? This is crisis intervention, assistance with filing restraining orders. I don't know why people will personally involve themselves in this type of thing, but because I've been lied on many a times. You know what I'm saying? In my younger days, sponsoring self-defense classes, weapons training, sister circles, food assistance, relocation assistance, applying for identification documents, and more. Like, why does this have to fall under Black Power? And I mean, just go help people. Last but not least, when you track this all down, you find out that she has another company called Hero Barrels Network. And Hero Barrels Network, you know what I'm saying? You get the, and we're gonna go here. And this is where the rubber meets the road, I'm trying to tell you. We go to Hero Barrel Network. She has another, what's the name that doesn't even have her name on it. All right. And here it is. When you go to the page on Hero Barrels Network, the first thing that you see is donate now. Take back our community, donate now. What community are you from? What community do you live in? What are we doing here? With our blood, we will work the land to save the people and build our own worth. Hero Barrel is a full-service crisis response network. Now, hold up. Is this, is this Sisters of the Underground or Hero Barrels? Listen to this. Network that provides men and women of varying ages in marginalized communities with access to a safe environment that fosters rehabilitation, promotes self-efficiency, provides stability, and access to education and other life-needed skills. Where is the headquarters? What's going on here? But you can donate, though. You donate 10, 20, 50, 100. Y'all see where this is going? Also, you can get the Black Dynasty Early Bird. This was the October 21. This wasn't too long ago. This was right in line with the GrandMaster Jay stuff. And you get, let's see what the Black Dynasty Early Bird is. The Black Dynasty Early Bird. Join the Sisters of the Underground and Heroes Network as we celebrate our inaugural fall fundraiser for 21-22. Learn all about the community impact and striving. You can get the Early Bird. That's going to be in Red Oak, Texas. I mean, get the Early Bird. Let me see. You can get chicken. Let me see what it costs. It's $125, I see. Let me see what the vegetarian costs. Oh, it's $125. Let me get 2 tickets. I'm going to get 2 tickets.
But it's on sale too. So we gonna get 2. In fact, how many people in the chat? We got 311 people. I'm gonna get 311 tickets. We all going. We gonna get the early bird special. The Black Dynasty Ball. Let's see what that is. Oh, that's $265. Now I can't take all y'all there. That's $265. You hear me? Nobody. I take we got 350. I'm gonna take 105 and a half. Let's add it up. Hey, come on, man. We can't be. Come on, man. Come on now. This is what we doing, man. This is what we doing for real. Come on. This is what we doing for real. This, come on, man. This is what we doing as a people, man. Are we the only people that fall for these okie dokes, man? Abdul Sharif said, the Black Dynasty Ball sounds dope, though. Stop hating, Tahaka Bay. Stop hating. Because I'm thinking about going. Can I get a discount? $265 seems a little bit steep. Can I get a discount? Tahaka Bay, throw some cash apps up there for me, man. But family, at the end of the day, Amun, nobody hit the link. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying that what I've said is the gospel truth. What I'm doing is I'm examining. I'm examining, and I like what Anubis say. He said, do the show, make sure I can get on, and I will. It's going to be a dope show. And let me tell you something, family. Anubis came on the show the first time, and I felt this energy that he was real. I watched him on video, what is that? Where y'all was at? Y'all was somewhere. I watched it. But his energy is real to me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was somewhere. Black Wall Street. Y'all did the Black Wall Street thing. And I watched the video. Anubis got bars. I think he got bars. Don't you got bars, Anubis? Huh? I watched you. Yeah. But with all that being said, I think it's okay. I say, all them bras been to jail, prison, or arrested. That's what happened to Ozone Money. Sponsored by EBT. Listen. Y'all gotta understand me, man. Listen, and this is for all of those that are not used to the show. I'm just a funny guy. I like to have fun. I understand YouTube to a level, to a degree, that I just go along and be my natural self. I'm naturally goofy. I laugh at a lot of goofy stuff. I got a son, he in bed ready for school, but he do the same thing too. We just laugh at some goofy stuff. So I'm not mocking or trying to ridicule the sisters, but some of this stuff is funny. That we see this thing time and time again. There's always an account in the background to extract money that no one can trace to the person. They always into some holistic stuff. They always get this certification of being holistic doctors, and it never fails. It never fails. And so this is something. Press 7. Don't this sound familiar to y'all? Do this sound familiar to y'all that we seen this before? That you're a holistic doctor, claim to be a master, have a master in psychology. So that means that you are a real doctor, I would imagine. You know what I'm saying? It's the face of it's like two different people that we looking at here. One minute you got guns, and the next minute, one minute you got guns, and the next minute you I don't get it. I just don't get it how how we do this here. You know what I'm saying? How do we do this? Like, let me see it right here. Like right here. Like, so look, 1 minute. It's I mean, it's like the playbook is just like it's the same exact thing. Like, look, 1 minute you got guns screaming Black Power. The next minute, you looking like Cleo. You mean you're acting like you're Cleo the next minute? Y'all remember Cleo the psychic? Like, come on, man. How many times we gonna go for this stuff? Like, it don't add up. It just don't add up. Like, how did you come from like Miss Cleo to a certified holistic wellness to now throwing guns around, screaming Black Power, showing that Black Power organization? Come on now. How did you go from being a wellness coach, talking all soft, to now, you know what I mean? You're talking about, basically, you was talking about toxic.
Why? Because again,
Look.
You know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand.
Like, how you a holistic wellness coach and you just recently putting up videos where you just got a filthy potty mouth, and your potty mouth is connected to your energy. If your energy is potty, then your mouth will be potty for all intents and purposes, and ain't nothing holistic about that. So even the holistic part is fraud. At best, the holistic part, you can go through video after video after video after video where the sister's vibration, because of frustration, is very, very low. Now, how's she going to train somebody into a holistic lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? How's she going to train somebody into a holistic lifestyle if she haven't even did it for herself? Doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So that shows you right there that is fraud. That fraud happened way before Sisters of the Underground. That fraud happened when you started calling yourself a holistic healer. Because if you are a holistic healer, you don't start and repeat. You start from the first point. If you are a true holistic healer, yourself is healed first. And there is nothing that people could do to shake you off that vibration in which you have discovered if it's real. And if they do, you jump right back into that high vibration. You don't stay there, but you got video after video after video after video, just frustrated, low down, talking crazy to your detractors. Well, as long as you're on YouTube, as long as you're on social media, Facebook, as long as you're on IG, you're going to have some detractors. You're going to have some detractors. You're going to have some nasty detractors. I'm not being nasty to you. You're going to have some filthy detractors. You're going to have people that if you go too far with them, they're going to dig up stuff and they're going to throw it all over the internet. I'm not going to do anything like that. Only thing, I'm looking at the work that you subscribe to and the work that you say that you do, and I want to see it qualified. Because we are in a deadly situation right now. We at the end of times and the fulfilling of all the prophecies. And we need to examine everybody with care. We need to examine those that come amongst us, especially during this era of this Black Power rise as it relates to the GrandMaster Jay. So many people came through that door that we don't know who's who. Somebody said that they vetted you. Well, I vetted you the best I could, and you just got 2 years around. You just came through the door at 20. You just came through the door in 2020. That ain't no enough time to be leading nobody nowhere. Not in no Black Power revolutionary Pan-African situation. That ain't no enough time. I don't care how much you let people in it. Black Power is a philosophy. Black Power is something that need to be connected to some ancestors that have taught you and showed you the principle of what being a revolutionary is all about. You don't wake up one day and claim that you're a revolutionary.
And then you get around some fake revolutionaries and they validate that you're a revolutionary. And so now I'm the leader. Now I'm the organizer. Now I'm the founder. Now I'm the owner. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It just don't work like that. And anybody that pop up after a year or two and call themselves a revolutionary leader, call themselves some revolutionary game changer, man, y'all better pay close attention. Y'all better pay close attention. Who taught you revolutionary principles? Who taught you revolutionary tactics? Who taught you anything about revolutionary? Where you come from? Who taught GrandMaster Jay revolutionary tactics, revolutionary principles? Who taught them? Where you come from? You see, if we don't ask those questions, then we are doomed. We're doomed to be compromised in the struggle for liberation and freedom. That's what this show is really about. That's what this show is really about, because we don't question nothing. We like personalities. We personality worship because somebody got a nice personality. But hey, we in the struggle for freedom and liberation. It ain't about no personality no more. You ain't got to like my personality. But I guarantee you, if not 1,000 upon 1,000 people that listen to me about GrandMaster Jay saved themselves some headache. Saved themselves some headache. And I guarantee you, even the haters and the detractors would say, man, I don't like how he do his thing, but I think he's right about GrandMaster Jay. I don't like how he do his thing, but he might even be right about Big Shirley, because I used to deal with Big Shirley. I don't like how he do his thing. He might even be right about Malik. I don't like how he do his thing. I don't think he right about nobody, but I respect his position. That's some grown man and grown woman stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because when I see you, I'm going to still shake your hand unless you try your hand. You know what I mean? I'm going to shake your hand unless you try your hand. Because I would never try my hand on my brother or my sister. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're working for the other side, you just working for the other side. I'm going to stay out your way the best I can. I'm going to stay out your way. I don't want no trouble. I'm going to stay right out your way. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay out your way. I'm telling you. I'm going to stay as far away from you as I can. I mean, and hey, I'm just saying, we need to do better. You know what I mean? We set ourselves back hundreds of years by allowing people to come and claim that there's some liberators. Like, these people don't even have liberating qualities. These people haven't even liberated themselves. These people couldn't, man, come on, man. These people haven't even liberated themselves. Come on. How many of these people that's put on these outfits, how many people can run a quarter mile? How many people can run a mile? What you walk around with guns for? You can't even run a mile. People going up Stone Mountain, falling all on their face, embarrassing themselves. Leave that for the people who have military training. Leave that for the people who want to be fit. Leave that to the people that's ready to go all out if it came to that. Maybe you can be a supporting cast. Maybe you can be a supporting cast. Make sure that they're eating healthy. And then you eat healthy. Maybe you can be a supporting cast. Make sure they got some water. And you drink a lot of water. Maybe you can look at logistics. Maybe you can drive around and you can survey the area. Maybe you can do something else. But walk around with guns all the time, talking this black power and all this tough killer talk and ain't doing nothing with it is a waste of time. Period, point blank. It's a waste of time. Find your place. Play your role. Play your position. My position, I am a Grand Sheik of the Moorisan Simple of America, and we have a philosophy of a path towards liberation, and I'm working that. You don't have to agree with it, but I'm working it. I'm the people's Grand Sheik. Whether you are a Moorish American proclaimed or not, I'm going to give the people the information that could possibly save their life if they choose to listen and do their own research. I am the people's Grand Sheik. The people chose me. Everyone that subscribed to this channel, everyone that thumbs up, everyone that share, everyone that cash app, I am your Grand Sheik. Everyone that's a Moorish World TV citizen, I am your Grand Sheik. And my responsibility is to you. And I will never disrespect anybody that I do a show about. I will never cross the line and go gutter. I will never do that. I will laugh along the way. I will make jokes along the way. But on a serious note, I will never, ever cross the line of disrespect. And if one say that I have disrespect them, you show me. You show me the timeline, and I will come back and do a whole video and apologize, because my intention is never to disrespect. My intention is to put you on the hot seat because things are not adding up. Things are not adding up. And we're trying to be free. We're trying to get free, and we ain't got no time to play no games. We ain't got time to play no games. You know, let me share one last thing with you. Anytime that a person claim to be liberators and they are going to, give me 1 second real quick. Let me try this real quick. Anytime that you have people, right, that claim to be liberators, and they are advertising on social media where all the groups are going to meet. They're going to do gun training. They're going to do rescue training. They're advertising on social media where every branch of their Black Power organization will meet. I don't think you have anything to worry about. But if someone wanted to pluck you off, you would be easy picking, because you tell all your business on social media. You advertise it like it's a concert. You advertise it like it's a shindig. You hear what I say? You advertise like like it's a shindig, like it's a concert. And you supposed to be preparing to help liberate the people, to help protect the people. But you on social media advertising it like it's a Jay-Z concert. We're going to do gun training. We're going to have free food. We're going to do medicine training. We're going to do, like, what in the world? What type of liberation are you doing? You ain't seen the Haitian liberation move like that. You ain't seen no liberation in history move like that. Never. Never. And when you get people that come on my show and they say, nah, they good people. I love this person. I like this one. You have never seen no revolutionary do that. No revolution. Never. You haven't seen it in the Gaza Strip with the Palestinians fighting the European Jew. You haven't seen it in Bosnia. You haven't seen it in the Haitian Revolution. You ain't seen it in the American Revolution. Advertising, cookouts, and training and all that. What in the world? And the enemy supposed to take you serious? Man, this is just constructive criticism. To my brothers who are serious and to my sisters who are serious, take note. Take note that that's not how revolutionary work. That's not how revolution work. You don't advertise what you're doing on the most infiltrated medium that we have ever had in history, social media. Y'all ain't seen the Young Thug story? They've been watching him on social media since 2010. It's 2022. So these people that got you congregating into one area, getting all your information, getting you on pictures, it's 2022. But 2032 be here too. Don't you forget it. And that's for the true revolutionary. And you know who you are. Y'all better double think this stuff. Who advertises flashy flyers? Everybody come out. Come on out. Bring your guns. Come on, everybody.
Come on, man. This is ridiculous, man. And I love you just the same. But I'm just telling you, family, it's just not a good look. See you on my next show. I'm going to try to be live every day this week. Today is Monday. I'm going to try to be live every day this week. I got some good shows coming up. Would y'all watch me every day this week? Let me ask you, would y'all be around every day this week? What I got to do? I just got a class on Thursday. I think I got a pre-adapt class on Thursday. But y'all want to watch me this week? I got some serious stuff coming up. I got some good stuff. Y'all gonna watch me like Jeffersons and stuff like that. Oh, talk a baby on at 9:30. But you know he gonna be late. 9:30 mean 9:45 in Grand Chic time. Shout out to Sister of the Underground. She said that she emailed me. If she want to come on the show, I'm going to fall back and let the sister talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They said, do the show about flyers. Fred Hampton Gun Club. Is that Fred Hampton Gun Club with Talib? If that's Fred Hampton Gun Club about Talib, let me tell you something. Me and him had a rough start, right? We had a rough start. But let me tell you something. I gained a lot of respect for, is that Talib? Put it in the chat. Is that you, brother? This is one group that I think you should consider if you wanted to join a group. I think you could consider. I don't know the inner workings of the group, obviously, but the point that I'm making is this is one group that I can say that I gained a lot of respect for. This is why. We started off on a rough start. You know what I'm saying? Because of, mixed messages. But you know what I mean? People talk that old tough talk. I don't trip off tough talk. I'm serious. In Baltimore, it's so crazy. Internet tough talk really don't mean nothing to me. I want our people to fix our problems for real. But I walked in, of all people, Umar Johnson. I walked in Umar Johnson's event here in Baltimore. Umar eyes got biggest saucers. And Fred Hampton Gun Club was there doing security. Now I'm going to tell you something. One thing about Baltimore is that if you got it, you better be ready to use it, because that's just how Baltimore is. You know what I'm saying? Not me, but that's just how this city is. And they was doing a job that that you can respect. They was actually securing Brother Umar. They was actually, I don't agree with Umar Johnson. Y'all just seen I did the show, but they was actually doing that job. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I kind of walked on through the way that I do, you know what I'm saying? But, I really respect how professional they were. And I'm in Baltimore. I'm telling you, Baltimore ain't a joke. And they were professional. They was, had their thing, they go bang, bang, and they was doing their thing. And so when I see people like that, they wasn't advertising, they wasn't trying to be on a camera, they wasn't, they wasn't showcasing. They was there to do a job, and they did it, and they did it well. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I was able to move around because they knew me, I think. I don't think I could have moved around like that if they didn't know me. So they had some sort of respect for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I was able to go right in, go right up, get my wife. And yeah, I got a book from Umar for my wife. Everybody know that my wife like Umar school program, you know what I'm saying? And I actually like his program too, as it relates to the philosophy. But I don't think he ever gonna have a school. But nevertheless, I agree with the part about taking medicine and drugging children up. You don't have to do that. I agree with all that. But anyway, Fred Hampton Gun Club was doing an exceptional job, and they wasn't trying to showcase being all in front of the camera. They was there to do a job. They did it well. And from there, I gained a little more respect for him. And Brother Talib, when we had a disagreement, he reached out to me, came on the show, and look. He said, definitely call me about you. And I said, Umar, good, let you do you. Yeah. But he came on the show, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. If you're a true revolutionary, like, you don't see Anubis all over the camera. You don't see my brothers in Texas, Gorilla Mainframe, trying to be all in the camera and showcase and Hollywoodize their mission. And those the ones that I respect. I don't mean no harm. Those the ones I respect. Even Desert Storm to a degree, but Desert Storm be tripping sometimes. But that's my guy. You know what I mean? That's my guy. You know what I mean? He just be tripping sometimes. He still believe that God sent GrandMaster Jay. I think that's our only disagreement. That's our only disagreement. Is he God sent? Well, I'm saying, everybody in a way is God sent, but he's anointed. And, not anointed, but, anointed. Like anointed, not anointed, like that's how he was bucking, shucking and jiving, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to all the true revolutionaries. Again, if you real, you don't have no problem coming on here and telling your story. You know what I mean? You don't have no problem. I don't have no problem with you. You know what I'm saying? One day we're gonna meet and we're gonna be good on all levels. With that being said, thank you for joining me tonight. I got to get out of here. Shout out to Sisters of the Underground. You're still invited to come on the show. I will fall back and I will not browbeat you. I will only ask you some of the questions that I brought up on the show tonight. Peace and love, family.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your fucking, you know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your, you know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your, you know why? Because again, we coming up with 300 fucking thousand. How much money did you personally come out of your fucking pocket?